Good morning, Love in Action Network. Good morning, everybody. I'll say, not just Love in Action Network. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great start to the day. Welcome to the Daily Boost, hosted by my community known as Love in Action Network, who you can find out more about at lovedandlovable.org. As you can see, I'm not on the main page, but I am on the donation page just because two of my friends within the network, one of them being the CEO of Love in Action Network, is in a bit of a situation, a bit of a complicated situation, to where they have back rent still to pay, but they did pay their rent for this bill recently. They've been having problems with their landlord and everything. So if you could please donate to the cause, they need about like $315 more. Really, any amount helps. So please check out lovedandlovable.org to donate. We have a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. I say we, but this is really Dr. Flo's and the community's money. So it definitely helps them and also helps them with further programming and trying to do concerts and things of that nature. But here at the Daily Boost, our mission is to encourage, equip, and empower each other with the knowledge that we are one, loved and lovable, and two, to equip ourselves with the tools to get through our day to day. The source material that we use for the Daily Boost include, but are not limited to, 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact by Melody Beatty, which we are in week 17, day 5, and that is one day at a time, is the theme for week 17, one day at a time. And then the other source material is the 7 Day Pillar Challenge, better known as the 7 Day Chakra Challenge, which we are on Thursday, which is Throat Chakra Day. And we go, it was pretty much so with the 7 Day Pillar Challenge, we go from Sunday to Saturday, and talk about the various chakras throughout the week, all the way from the root chakra on Sundays to the crown chakra on Saturdays. And as I said before, today we will be talking about the throat chakra. We'll be talking about the throat chakra. But first, I kind of want to go over this reading from Melody Beatty. So we'll talk about that and kind of have a discussion over that, if you guys don't mind. And then I'll be doing advertisements and a little bit more digging about Love in Action Network towards the end. Towards the end. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into this. Get into this reading. Day 5. Let go of fear. Let go of fear. Feel it, then breathe it out. Let go of the frustration, the overwhelmed feelings, the panic. Quiet yourself. Then pick one task, one simple thing to do. Then focus only on that. Or go to your calendar and circle today. Today is the only day you've got, and today is enough. We'll talk a lot about the affirmation, I am enough, which is very true. But here's another affirmation for you. Today is enough. I definitely need it. I mean, I needed to hear this a long time ago, maybe even every day. But, let go of fear. All fear is, in reality, is probability, but it's also rooted in our expectations that we have about whatever the situation or whatever we're feeling. And we as humans need to learn more how to be flexible with our expectations. I talked about it a lot last week, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I don't feel like people realize the reason why, they feel the negative emotions they do most of the time is because of their own expectations. And it's very simple. I won't say it's very simple to remedy it, but it's something that you have to work on every day, which is the hard part. There's 365 days in a year, and it's still not guaranteed that you'll understand it or get it or um, pound it into your head enough to believe that you can be a little bit more flexible with your expectations about things. I mean, for example, let's say you're at work and a customer, coworker, or whoever is just unreasonably like is upset with you, but there's really like nothing you can do about it. Like, let's say this customer at the front desk, they're having a really hard day, And let's take my job for example. They try to badge through like one of the doors, and I work for security, by the way, but they try to badge through one of the doors, and then they come to the front desk. They're already having a bad day. They're like, I need to hurry up and get to this meeting. I'm already running late and such and such. But it turns out, their badge is expired or something like that. We had this whole process where a lot of people's badges were expiring, and they didn't get either an email telling them their badge was expired, or the badge that they had the wrong expiration date because everyone had like a grace period. So let's say they were like really upset about that. And there's like virtually nothing you can do but your job. Obviously, you might let that get to you and upset you because they're upset. But what I'm telling you is don't let their energy affect your energy, um, or their emotions affect your emotions. Because you can control how you react, but you can't control how other people react. And that's just a part of your expectations that you have. You don't expect somebody to, I'm sure everyone doesn't expect, somebody to or want to expect that somebody's going to like push their negative emotions on you, or push their, I don't know, negative agenda on you, something like that. But it's it's not something you can control. It's something you can expect, which is part of the issue. We don't expect humans to be human sometimes, especially when we are very human ourselves, or like we're having bad days too, possibly, or we're struggling and trying to, leave that area struggling. Some people go to work as literally a not a coping mechanism, but to get rid of, get away from the BS at home. Some people go to work to, relieve the stresses of their life, because at home they're stressed out, or they feel these negative emotions. And it's really a lot about our expectations that we have for ourselves. Fear, all the above. But it's okay to exercise your emotions and feel these things. Now, do we wish that humans did this more constructively and not to our expense? Absolutely. We definitely hope that people don't um express their negative emotions on our expense in either efforts to, one, feel better, or just to exercise their emotions, to vent, so to speak. um it doesn't really feel fair to us, right? Somebody venting on you, but one, you're at work, so you can't really say what you want to say, maybe. So you got to be completely professional about it and things like that, and that kind of stresses you out too, because you have a certain code you're supposed to abide by, or what is it called? I can't it's an HR moment. It's an HR moment. Everybody talks about code switching and stuff like that. uh Everybody code switches. People call it, anyway. I'm not gonna go too far into that anyway. But expectations is definitely something I've always had to work on, and something that I had to like break out of, because I would set very impossible expectations for my, well, not impossible expectations, but I'm very hard on myself. I'll say that. Like, I'd make any type of mistake, or if something didn't work out the way I'd imagined it to, there's 1111 again, 1111. I've been seeing that for a while now. I see it once again, so maybe I need to pull some cards on it or something. But um where was I going with everything? Expectations. My expectations for myself, I mean, they caused a lot of negative emotions that I felt about myself. I used to hate myself quite a bit. I can say that I honestly do love myself now, because I'm taking the steps to do that. One, like every day, trying to take care of myself more. Think about what I want to do and what I enjoy. I used to never think about things like that. Never. I couldn't even, probably like a year or two ago, I couldn't really tell you many good things about my day, even though I have a beautiful girlfriend, and I have, a lot of things that some people don't have. I couldn't tell you a good thing that happened to me during the day, because I'm so focused on where I'm not or where I have messed up. So either I'm too far ahead in the future thinking, or I'm far ahead in the future thinking that something's unattainable, or I'm in the past feeling sorry for myself because I something didn't work out or something along those lines. And a part of what Melody B is saying right now is today is the only day you've got, and today is enough. And I finally have bought into that, just like I'm gonna honestly say I didn't really start till about like the end of September, probably like after Christmas, maybe even on Christmas. I bought myself I bought myself this, WWE belt, this tag team, this Raw Tag Team Championship belt. If you don't know what WWE is and or what Raw is, it's one of the shows that's part of WWE for wrestling. But anyway, I bought myself that as kind of a gift to, I guess, child me, because child me would definitely love that belt. I love it even now, but um, it's something that I wanted to get for myself, so I got it. It was kind of that simple. There's not many things that I want for myself, or could even think that I wanted for myself, but for the first time, I feel like I bought myself something that I actually, wanted or enjoyed, even if it's just going to, be decoration and sit on my desk or a desk or hang up somewhere or something like that. It's something that I wanted to buy for myself. And there's not many things like that other than like video games. It used to be for me. Like if my, it was very easy to shop for me as a, like growing up, even in high school and stuff like that, because all I really wanted was video games or just money to either one, buy the video games or buy something that I wanted. But there would rarely be things that I want. Like a lot of the things I have been, bought by either, my mom or um my grandma, even possibly, because like I wear pajamas that my grandma's even got me. But they're usually like clothes and stuff like that. Clothes. I've bought a decent amount of furniture myself, but I've got help when I was first like moving to Bloomington and everything. But um yeah. Um, where was I? Where was I going with that thought? Um, I just I never really thought about myself much, and because of that, I'm paying the price now because I'm sitting here like, what does bring me joy? And by the way, what brings you joy is a choice. If you actively say, like, if you're in your depression or in your negative thoughts and you're sitting there saying, I don't know what, makes me happy, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's a realization that I just came to. Um, that is a choice. A lot of things in life simply come down to you have chosen to believe that, or that's just a decision that you made. It is a choice to believe that. It's just that simple. It is a choice to believe that. Um, it is a choice to say that you nothing or like you don't know what brings you joy, because you can easily go out and find it. Um, I know some people don't really have the luxury to maybe even go out and find that, have the time to go out and find that, but you can find joy throughout, I mean, even your day. Like everyone enjoys laughter. You can pick one moment out of today to laugh about something. Everyone, I feel like, laughs at some point during the day, right? At least you'd like to imagine. There's probably a day or two, where you didn't like heartily laugh, or maybe you just smiled or something or smirked at something. But I understand having days like that because I had many days like that. So that's why I'm telling you to actively, seek out when you do have time to yourself, seek out a time to laugh, exercise a positive emotion instead of being, bogged down in your daily routine. Which, getting into your routine, does your routine match, what you want, where you want to go? Like if you don't know where you want to go, I'm guessing your routine's matching that you really don't know. Your routine's saying that you don't know. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing the small things to take care of yourself. You're not, um, maybe washing your face, maybe not brushing your teeth as much, maybe not showering as much. You're not taking care of your skin, doing any skincare stuff. Um, Focus on today and what that means for you. today is enough. Like Melody Beauty is saying, today is enough. It is okay to not, have it all figured out today either. It's okay to enjoy today. And that's also something I had to learn. I'm like I said, I was so focused on the past and past mistakes, and they were making me feel like I couldn't move forward towards the future. Like my future was just kind of it felt unattainable, any kind of future that I could imagine for myself. And I couldn't imagine a future for myself because I didn't know what I liked or wanted to do. All I really wanted to do growing up was, play football. And that didn't end up working out. And then after that, it was kind of like, I don't know what to do with my life. I truly don't. And even when I wanted to play football, my routine didn't necessarily reflect that either, even though I was okay. I was okay at it. And, I worked really hard at practice, but outside of that, my routine didn't match up what I wanted, and that's why it didn't happen. And that's something I had to accept too. It was a hard pill to swallow, obviously. There's only one thing you ever want to do in life, and you didn't really do all you needed to do it. That's hard pill to swallow, but that's me being open, honest, and willing with myself, and accepting the fact that I didn't do enough for myself to get to where I wanted to be because I was so used to my routine of going to school, waking up, going to school, coming home, and just playing video games. That was it. That was Playing video games was like my therapy, but also kind of like my crutch. Because I mean, that's just where I found my happiness, playing games with my friends and stuff like that. That's where I found my joy and happiness. But over time, that my joy and happiness kind of changed when it comes to video games, like especially because some friend with your friends, especially growing up, everybody goes about their different path, and has different different schedule, and things of that nature, and you got to change your routine after that. You have to find what else brings you joy sometimes. I still play video games and stuff like that, but it doesn't bring me as much joy as it used to. So now my job is this simple: to focus on today and to find out what brings me joy today. To be honest, I used to, after going through major after major after major, I eventually wanted to do art, like video game design, graphic design, and stuff like that. So I got into art. And art was a very creative way of expressing myself, and I enjoyed it, especially at the time. But then, in school, you have to do a lot more than just what are they called, electives. There's your electives, and then I believe like your gen eds and stuff. I think that's what it's called. So you do more than what's you know you do out stuff that's outside your major. You don't do just your major. So things like that unmotivated me because English has always been hard. Like English 102 has always kicked my butt for some reason. It has always kicked my butt. I'm not. My study habits also aren't the best. So in a classroom setting, I kind of struggle. I do kind of struggle in a classroom setting, but um, now I'm kind of deciding to tackle that and do my certification and stuff. Do one of the Google certifications, and then after that, maybe I'll go try to get my associates and whatnot. I don't know how excited I am about that, but hey, if it turns out, it might be better for me to do that to land a job or, something of that nature. I don't I don't necessarily see a problem with, trying to go do that. So basically I say all that to say, I understand what it's like to be in, yesterday. And I also know what it's like to be in tomorrow. But nothing is much like being in today, because when you're just focused on today, there's a lot less weight on your shoulders when you're just focused on today. And I mean, you can even practice that now. Stop worrying about where you could have been or where you can be. Just for today, even just for today, just for an hour, just for 5-15 minutes. Just focus on today and what you can do today to get to where you want to be. I was too busy worrying about what I hadn't done or, what I can't do at the moment to focus on today. And that's why every day felt the same because I'm too busy focusing on yesterday and maybe even the future tomorrow. So focus on today. And that's what I want to ask of everybody who watches this, who sees this, who listens to this to do. Focus on today and be flexible with your expectations and exercise your emotions in a healthy way. Also, exercise your body in a healthy way. Physically exercising your body will also help you release endorphins and things like that, which is, scientifically proven to help boost your mood. So the same way you release those endorphins when you exercise, you need to release your emotions too in a healthy way. Like I said, there's going to be customers possibly that, or customers. There's going to be people who, are radiating with this, like, maybe negativity at the time, or, they're having a bad day. And you don't want to let that affect your energy. But just I'm move on now. We're gonna go into the action of Melody Beatty today. I was told we want to kind of break these down to like more 30 minutes for production, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Even though I have like maybe like 7, maybe 8 minutes to do that. So we'll talk about the action of today. Well, the focus of the day is an action. Usually we have a different focus each day. Like tomorrow will be a gratitude focus, for example. And yesterday, when we were talking about the heart chakra, it was an inventory focus. So, but the action of today, day 5. If you are working on a project, break it down into components and work on one small part. Don't think about the rest. If what's overwhelming you is a flurry of tasks and problems, make a list. Then pick one thing and focus on doing that. Then cross it off your list and do another. If you're going through a tough stretch in your life, don't think about all the days that loom ahead. Make whatever appointments and plans you need to make. Then focus only on today. If you're experiencing something tough, like a divorce or early sobriety, you may want to break your days into smaller parts, such as hours, mornings, afternoons, and evenings. Don't think about facing anything more than that chunk of time. Then, when you get to the next chunk, focus on that. If the beast of anxiety starts roaring, quiet it by deliberately turning your attention to small steps. And that goes into our theme, one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, whatever that may look like for you. Break it all down, because at the end of the day, all of these, small days, like I said, 365 days in a year. It's just one day is a very, very small piece of the puzzle. And if you miss even one, you got, a void somewhere. You got a hole somewhere. So don't take these days for granted. Please don't. I've had a friend, a cousin, who didn't, he went to sleep one night and just didn't wake back up. He just didn't wake up. At the time, I believe he was my age, but I think it was 21, 22. Like, no, were we 24 by then? How long has it been? It hasn't been that long. It's hard for me to even think about then. I can't even remember how old I was when he passed. We were early 20s, like unreal. My cousin, my brother, he just was gone just like that. Don't take for day. Don't take today for granted. Break your day into smaller parts if you need to, and that's what I need to do. Break my day, or like weeks, into smaller parts. Don't overwhelm myself with things that I have to do. Like, I know I have to study and things like that. I know I have to get into things, and that's why I've kind of let go of Late Night Sex for now, which is the podcast that I hosted with Tara Priolo for a little bit there. We might be back during the when the season starts. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just trying to get my bearings when it comes to studying and getting routine down. so I can make more time mentally to do these things, because I don't like delivering mediocre products. That's what I don't like. But what I'm starting to understand is, I mean, which is what everyone should understand. There is no such thing as perfection. One and two. I mean, it's only mediocre if you say it is, and it's only mediocre if you didn't care about it in the first place. And since I care about what I do, I always have. I don't really have to worry about delivering a mediocre product. And that's just because I'm, at least I feel like I'm a very genuine person, and I don't really, I just try to speak from experience and from what I know in that moment in time. But much like, we talk about expectations, things, obviously Iran has expectations, but the whole Gaza Palestine situation, that bothers me. The Gaza Strip, ceasefire now, by the way. Please call for a ceasefire. Within your hearts, as well as for the people of Palestine and Gaza, call for a ceasefire now. um I don't want to go over too much time here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the throat chakra. We'll get into that. Again, I hope you guys are having a good day today, and are not letting other people's energies affect you too much. Control what you can control, and what you can control is how you react and how you feel about things. You can't control how other people feel and their opinions, and that's something you need to let go of. I had a need for control that I didn't even understand was a need for control. Don't let that need for control affect, your control over yourself and your own emotions. Expectations. Be flexible with your expectations, because we expect other humans to be perfect, and that couldn't be further from the truth. They are not perfect. So we need to stop expecting perfection out of them, because we do. You don't expect somebody to come up to you, and try to, well, not try to, probably not always try to, purposely ruin your day, but, bring their negative energy to you. You don't expect that, you know. Well, no, you you expect, people to, be normal, so to speak. You expect them to not do certain things, or you have a way that you expect the world to be. That's what I'm saying. Be flexible with those expectations, because no human is perfect. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the first of the spiritual chakras and has much to do with our true and authentic voice, where faith and understanding combine. When the throat chakra is out of harmony, we have difficulty speaking our truth or expressing ourselves, feel silenced and judged for what we say, feel out of alignment with who we are, and feel out of touch with our will to live. When the throat chakra is in harmony, our will to live is strong and we are able to follow our dreams. We speak our truth, where we say what we mean and mean what we say. We express ourselves easily, creatively, and authentically, listen to our inner voice, and have a balance between silence and speech. The location of the throat chakra is at the front of the base of the neck, at the hollow point of the collarbone. I say hollow point, it's just hollow, at the hollow of the collarbone. The color that is associated with the throat chakra is light blue, which light blue wards off infection, plague, or pestilence, if you guys are into, color magic, so to speak. Um, if you believe in, like, what is it called? Like the whole visible light waves, and you, like, how they work, and how light reflects and stuff like that, the whole scientific part of it, you should probably believe in color magic, so to speak, because anyway. It wards off infection, plague, or pestilence, and haints. If you don't know what haints are, HAINTS, they're what people used to call in the South, like, ghosts or evil spirits, so to speak. Uh, it also affects calm, how calm you feel, your communication, and confidence. The element that is associated with throat chakra, obviously, would be sound. The affirmation is I speak. The glands that are related to the throat chakra are the thyroid and parathyroid. Just to not go into too much detail, they are part of the endocrine system, which the endocrine system is what creates and releases hormones to maintain countless bodily functions. The thyroid gland is butterfly shaped and is located at the front of your neck. It helps control your metabolism, which converts food and drink into energy. The parathyroid are four pea-sized glands that are typically behind your throat. I mean, behind your thyroid, not behind your throat, behind your thyroid. Your thyroid. The hormone it releases controls the level of calcium in your blood. And if you don't know what calcium is, calcium helps your nerves work. It helps your nerves work, helps your muscles contract so you can move, and helps your blood clot. It also helps your heart work properly. So that was my little spiel about the glands. The physical body parts affected by the throat chakra include, but are not limited to, the throat, trachea, neck vertebrae, mouth, teeth and gums, esophagus, hypothalamus, shoulders, arms, and hands. The life lesson of the throat chakra is to speak and receive truth. The food that is associated with the throat chakra is food. The food that is associated with the throat chakra is food. Yes, yes, yes. Are blueberries, figs, and blue raspberries. The physical dysfunctions that are related to the throat chakra include, but are not limited to, raspy or sore throat, mouth ulcers, gum difficulties, TMJ, stiff neck, scoliosis, swollen glands, thyroid problem, and thyroid problems. I was about to keep going. I don't know where I was going to keep going because the list ended. Mental/emotional issues include, but are not limited to, strength of will, personal expression, following one's dreams, using personal power to create, choice and capacity to make decisions, addiction, judgment, criticism, and faith. Possible causes of blockages within your throat chakra include, but are not limited to, difficulty in expressing oneself, withholding or swallowing words, and or suppressing creative talents. If you're a crystal person or have a pet rock familiar like me, even right in front of me, I have, blue goldstone, which is a really pretty crystal. Blue goldstone helps with confidence. Lapis lazuli, directly related to the throat chakra, helps in communication. And then I have selenite next to me, which is just for amplification as well as cleansing. So yeah, that's a part of my pet rock familia, just to tell you a couple. But the crystals that are associated with the throat chakra. I said throat eye chakra. I'm already into Friday. The crystals include, but are not limited to, turquoise, blue kyanite, aquamarine, celestite, iolite, sodalite, and lapis lazuli. That was for the throat chakra, just to clarify. After my rambling. But yeah, that's all I kind of have for you guys today. Like I said, they kind of wanted me to cut it short. I'm on my way to over 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure I am over 30 minutes, maybe just a little bit. So it'll be all right. But I just want you guys. I want you guys to know, wherever you are in life, however down you feel about yourself, or if you feel like you don't deserve happiness, or you've done something that you can't forgive yourself for, or you feel like you can't reach your dreams, or you can't reach your happiness for some reason, I want you to know that I'm in this fight with you, and also that I'm in this fight with you. You're not alone, and just take it one day at a time. Focus on working on your routine. Is the hardest thing to change, for the positive and negative. Well, it's easy to put yourself into a negative routine, so to speak. And when I say negative, I mean, if anything is, in the way of accomplishing your goals. For example, if you want to be a doctor, and every day, I'm guessing, after school and stuff, you're not studying, and instead, you're out partying, your routine's not matching what you want to do in life. And why would you want to cheat? You should be studying and working the way you would want, your doctor and stuff to study and work. So, they can help you out, the best they can. You wouldn't want a mediocre doctor. So why do you want to be a mediocre doctor? You wouldn't want a mediocre electrician. So why would you want to be a mediocre electrician? You wouldn't want a mediocre teacher. So why do you want to be a mediocre teacher? Things like this. Think about things like this and how, your routine, how your routine reflects where you want to go. And it doesn't have to reflect it right now. You just have to work on doing the small steps every day to get to where you want to right now. For example, I want to get into cybersecurity. What does that mean I need to do? I need to study things about cybersecurity. I need to look up things about the field, even possibly. I have to get good at, I'm fairly good at typing as is, but I might have to work on my typing skills a little bit more. I'm I'm usually always on the computer, so I probably don't have to worry about that. I usually get pretty good practice either way, but think about things like this. I want to go back to art. What does that mean? I need to consume media. I need to be, working on skeletons and stuff. I need to be where, like, if I want to do character design maybe or something, like I just need to practice art. I can't be an artist if I don't make art, if I don't practice. And again, it's not going to be perfect, and that's what I have to get through to myself. It's not going to be perfect if I want to get back into it, which I might, because I keep thinking about the D&D session and how I want to make, everybody's characters when they make them. I want to be able to, either create them or either way, I'm getting into a creative space again. I hope I don't get broken out of it again because I want to stay there, but I'm working on it. Just to give some shout outs to Love and Action Network. Our events for today, we have a unboxing later at 5 p.m. Sorry, at 3 p.m., 3:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. We have an unboxing on TikTok, and I believe it'll be on Instagram too. You can find out more about that at Andre in the Flow. That will be hosted by at Andre in the Flow, which is better known as Dr. Flow, who is our CEO of Love and Action Network. And then we have a late night check-in, which is, to be honest, that's more or less in between members, which you'll need to be a part of the Telegram for that, if you're interested in that. Oh wow, all my events updated, so now I gotta make my way to the calendar, I think. Actually, I probably just gotta refresh my computer. My computer's doing the most right now. So yeah, we have a late night check-in at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's for the members of Love and Action Network. If you want to join our membership, please check out our website at loveandlocal.org, where you can find our membership up here scrolling through the portals and things like that. We got LIA Studio Academy, Community Power. We have emotion wheels too. I used the emotion wheels on one of the daily boosts to figure out how I was feeling, which was pretty good. I forgot to join our membership. You have to click on the heart now. You gotta click on the heart now. We've changed our membership a little bit, so you gotta click on the heart now. And then you click on membership, and then here we are. We have a Telegram and a Halo. 24/7 live updates is our broadcast channel. If you don't want to type or anything like that, or you just kind of want to see what we're about, we post everything. Well, not everything, but most events that are scheduled on the Halo and or website, we usually put up here. Anytime one of us goes live, it usually goes to this channel. No one else can type in it other than the members that you saw at the front of the page. On the home page here. So me, Tara, Poppy Water 33, I believe Beyond the Guru, which is the casual coach, he might have access, but I'm not sure. But yeah, you'll just see things from us whenever we go live. I believe casual coach does have access, but yeah. StarlightMrBotanica.com as well, which you can check her out for any spiritual concerns. Also, she is found on TikTok at Starlight_Mystic. But yeah, she for all your spiritual inquiries, you can check out her website at StarlightMrBotanica.com. She has a beautiful new logo, which was created by Brentley Neal, better known as Poppy Water 33. And them together, they do tarot tables, as well as other programs that we are currently working on throughout the House of Mami Wata. Um, that is also partnered with Love in Action Network as well. So if you want to check out more about us, please just check out loveandlevel.org and kind of explore our website. Also Tara Priolo, who I was mentioning, who was sacrificing her time to do late night sacks with me, which was the podcast where we talk about football. She is better known as your resident white facing biracial multi passionate musician, and she encourages you to talk about the ish that she I can't even get her intro right now. I miss one day and I can't get her intro right, guys. One day. She talks about the ish that no one else wants to talk about and encourages you to do the same. I miss one day and I can't get it. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm sure she'll forgive me. But I'm I'm pretty sure Dr. Flo will be doing the daily boost tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Stay tuned within the network to figure that out. But yeah, you are all loved and lovable. I hope you took something from today, from me rambling for about 45 minutes, when it was supposed to be 30. It was close to 30. At least it's not an hour though. At least it's not an hour. Um, you heard me rambling about, one day at a time, being flexible with your expectations, exercising your emotions, um, giving yourself grace through it all, and taking it one step at a time. I hope you guys took something from all of this. We will see you guys within the network. If not, that is okay too. You are still loved and lovable. It's okay. But please donate to our cause. As I said before, Dr. Flo's and Poppy Water in the current situation, we're not going to delve too deep into it, other than they're having issues with their landlord and such, and they now have $315 left in back pay. I forgot what it's called, back pay, something like that. I think it's for the light bill, rent/rent, I'd say. So if you guys would please donate, any amount of money, as I said, is accepted. Any amount helps. Any amount helps. We are a donation based organization, period, for the matter. So yeah, anything helps, guys. We appreciate it, and you are loved and lovable. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.